As you can see, this wall has some obstacles in it, like this doorway here. Now, instead of using the whole panel and then putting it up and taking it all off and then wasting it, we recommend just taking your next panel, measuring it with a little bit extra, first cutting that off, and then you can use the rest for cupboards, inside drawers, in closets, anywhere else you'd like. My measuring tape, so I'm going to measure the distance that needs to be covered, which is 11 inches. I'm going to measure my next panel and add on another probably 3 or 4 inches because I need to accommodate this bit on the ceiling as well as a little bit here to trim off. Alrighty, we got our handy dandy little piece here and we have trimmed off the excess in a neat little roll for another time.
There's a bit of a little trick that we've learned is that if you're mounting a piece that's really small and you need to take all the backing off, sometimes this stuff just sticks to the wall and it gets really annoying. So what I've done here is I've taken a part of the backing that I previously peeled off and I've reattached it very lightly to the back of the sticky part. And that allows me to move it on the wall and position it without it getting stuck. So now I'm putting it in place, I'm not worried about it sticking, and I find the right spot where it's supposed to line up. I just take a tiny bit off of it, fold it back, and now I can move it around. There. Now it's lined up here, and you move this over this way.
Now we're going to peel it back.
And peel it back
Another direction.
gently. Is that good?
Oh yeah. That's good.
For the other side of the door, we taped our panel in place, making sure to line up the pattern with the overlap on the previous panel. Then we removed just a tiny bit of the backing paper at the top and applied the wallpaper to the wall so we had an anchor point.
So because we're trying to salvage it to maybe put on the door at a later time, we're kind of trimming around the door frame before we remove the backing of the paper, so we don't have to do it this second. So we've taped it in various locations.
Now we are using the utility knife to carefully trim the wallpaper right up along the edge of the door frame. Now we are removing a small amount of the backing paper right at the overlap and applying that wallpaper to create a stronger anchor point.
So now that this is anchored here on the side, then I can take all this tape off.
All you need to do now is slowly remove the rest of the backing paper and smooth the wallpaper as you go. You can use your squeegee or sponge to ensure that the edges are securely applied to the door frame. And that's it. If you have any other questions about working around obstacles in your space, don't hesitate to reach out.